Hey everyone! In today's video, we are starting out in the garden, pruning a few butterfly bushes, and I have my little helper with me. Then we'll head inside. I have some simple spring decorating ideas to share. I have a couple spaces I wanted to finish up, and I thought we could style them together. I have some tips for creating a cozy home in the spring to share along the way. The rain started to roll in, so let's go ahead and head inside, and we will work on adding some spring touches here in the entryway first. I thrifted this vintage interior design book a while ago. I think that it's so neat to see some of the old pictures in this book. I'm going to style this one paired with my rose book for a little bit of pink in the entryway. These little nests are from Amazon, and I thought they were such a sweet touch for spring. I have them styled in a couple different places around my home. I wanted to add just a few more white cosmos to this antique basket, and then I'm going to finish the whole look with some ribbon. This ribbon is actually from Christmas. I use ribbon in my decor all year long. It seems to always add just the right finishing touch. One way that I love to keep my home cozy throughout the whole year is to style little corners. This basket is a perfect example of that. It's tucked in this little corner next to the antique dresser in my entryway, and it adds a warm and inviting feeling. I have little moments like this all over my house. Styling corners create unexpected cozy additions to your space. These wall hooks are behind my front door in my entryway. My husband actually built this for me. I am adding a hanging basket here with some dried eucalyptus, and I'm going to come back here in just a bit and put some florals in as well. To complete this style, I am adding a blanket in a light tone and also this vintage-inspired watering can. I have mentioned this before, but when I style my faux stems, I love to mix in a couple different florals when I can. It gives a very gathered look, which I really love in my spaces. Being out in the garden earlier today had me so excited for spring. My garden is being expanded this year to over double the size. I have so many different flowers going into my fresh cut flower garden: snapdragons, zinnias, sunflowers, straw flowers, globe amaranth, and cosmos. I have the most beautiful color cosmos. They're called apricot lemonade that I am going to be planting this year. They are just going to be beautiful. I can't wait to share the expansion of the garden with all of you. I wanted to share this adorable little bunny really quick. I found him at Tractor Supply along with the mama duck and her baby that I shared over on my Instagram. Be sure to check out my Instagram if you aren't already following me over there. I couldn't help myself when I saw this ivy plant, which is called Dixie or English ivy. Having a few live plants in your home is another way to add coziness to your spaces. They add such a beautiful pop of color that is calming and serene. I have been looking for small floral teacups at the thrift store, and I haven't been able to find a single one. They are either way overpriced or just not the pattern that I am looking for, so the hunt for floral teacups continues. For now, I have these two that I'm adding to my thrifted wooden dish rack. I love the charm that this adds to my kitchen with all the pretty floral pattern dishes. This well-loved antique dresser is in our kitchen. I believe that it was the very first piece of antique furniture that I ever bought, which is why you see all of the chips in the paint and the imperfections. But I love things that are imperfect. They have a story and charm. I have another little corner to style here with this thrifted tiered basket. I am just going to add some artichokes to the top basket because there are already enough florals in the space. Adding layers is another way to add coziness to your home all year long. I try to tuck in layers when I can, like here I use some napkins to add a hint of color and pattern to this small family foyer area off of our kitchen. I like to add playful pieces in my home like this little bunny pillow, but if that isn't your thing, you could definitely style a bench like this without it. I have talked about how I like to use hanging baskets in place of wreaths sometimes because they can be a little bit more affordable and easy to change out the florals seasonally. If you would like to see how I created this basket, I will link the video here for you. Next, we are headed up to my bedroom. I actually don't share this space often because it is unfinished. I just haven't been able to get this space quite right, and I'll share more about that here in just a minute. For now, we are going to go ahead and style this blanket ladder. I talked earlier about adding layers, but in your bedroom, layers make everything feel extra cozy. I always drape one blanket from the top to give a more casual, lived-in look. I keep all of the blankets in the same color tone to keep things cohesive. Of course, your bed is another place to add in layers, and this brings me to another cozy tip, which is to mix patterns. I have a couple different patterns on my bed that are different but still within the same color scheme. I have some stripes, florals, and then this really beautiful bird print on this throw blanket. My bedroom has been an unfinished project for years. I talk all the time about how creating a home takes time, and this space in my home is a perfect example of that. I just haven't been able to find the right pieces, like artwork for above my bed, artwork to style the nightstands, frames for pictures. The list goes on, but what is important to remember is not to rush. It will come together in time. Actually, next week I am finally adding something to the space that I've been waiting for years, which is wallpaper behind our bed. Here's a little sneak peek, and I can't wait to share the final result with you. For the spring and summer, I like to change out my darker vases for lighter ones. I am adding the same stems that were in the vase back into this lighter one. I have had these stems in here since the winter, and I still think they are perfect for spring. My very last tip about keeping a cozy home all year long is to create invitations throughout your home for people to come in, curl up, and relax. This can be done in so many different ways. A soft blanket styled casually on a couch, a basket full of cozy blankets that are asking to be picked up, a pile of books on the coffee table, inviting others to pick one up and enjoy, a candle with a soft scent that fills the air, just so many different possibilities for coziness. I really hope you all enjoyed this video and coming along with me as I finished up the spring decorating around my home. In next week's video, I am taking you around my home to share how I style thrifted finds, small changes that you can make to thrifted pieces, and also I have a couple projects to share as well. I will see you all next week.